So, so please, help me welcome up on stage two lovely ladies, starting with Dato VIjay Eswaran and Dato VIjay.
Ready, steady, go! Ready, steady, go! Ready, 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 go!
Okay, I'm up here again as a publisher of Rhythm House. We've got yet another surprise for you today. So guys, here we are. It's a surprise. Going to watch now. And then I'm going to bring someone up to talk about it. It's my honor and pride to invite my sister and V partner, Donna Mariam Son.
Rhythm House and Dato VJ realized that to get people into the habit of reading, sometimes it's better to put it in bite-sized pieces, right? That way we don't get intimidated by the written word. So it was written in a very conscious and designed and packaged in a very consciously with you in mind. And tonight, Rhythm House is presenting this book for the very, very first time before you, the people that really make, you're the very reason why we are where we are today, and you're the very reason why Dato does what he does. And so he really finds no better way and no better forum than to launch the book before you and for you here at the VCon stage. So I hope that you would really appreciate this book and benefit from this book. One of my earliest memories as a child really is that of this pathway in my hometown that I used to be very afraid of. And I was afraid of that pathway because it was not a continuous pathway like this. It was not, a concrete pathway. Instead, it had slabs of bricks, but they weren't really bricks. They were more like large cutout stones, right? And they were not laid together close to each other, but instead there were gaps in between those slabs. And I used to be very afraid of that pathway because I used to feel my feet would actually fall into those, would fall into the space. And I remember that it would be my dad holding my hand, okay? And he would literally have to coax me to go, through that pathway and to really, he wouldn't carry me, but he would literally have to coax me and sometimes, even encourage me and just patiently walk me through that pathway. And I just couldn't help but remember, go back to that memory when I was reading the stepping stones, because even you can never be too old to have somebody hold your hand, right? Because there are pathways in our lives, there are paths that we need to take that are not necessarily the easiest path. There are paths that we need to take to grow, but maybe they're also the paths that are too intimidating for us. They're the paths that may be too, scary for us, but they're nevertheless paths that we need to cross in order for us to go into that, that point of growth, to go into that point of going to the next level. I've not really had any person or any man, hold my hand the way my dad used to do that since my dad died, when I was 12. Until I met Dato VIjay, where he has literally taken my hand and said, Donna, you could do this. He's not carried me. He's not, made it easy for me, but he held my hand and was there for me and said, Donna, you could do this. You could get it. You could get there. Sometimes he would have to push me, and he would have to coax me, and he'd have to prod me. But nevertheless, he did that not from afar, but right beside me, holding my hand. And so I am where I am today. Not that I am where I need to be, because I'm far from where I need to be. I still have a long, road ahead of me. But whatever reason why I'm here today is simply because I had Dato by my side, holding my hand. In the same way that Dato was that way to me and is that way to me, he also is that to each and every one of us here. And so this book really is him holding your hand. It's him saying, come, discover your path. Discover your purpose in life. Discover that great that's in you. Walk with me, and let's together discover that. Through this book, you have Dato VIjay holding your hand the way he's holding my hand. And so, ladies and gentlemen, before I bring our favorite author on stage, Datin